Good morning, everyone. I'm calling this meeting to order at 9:05 in the morning. Frankie Pretzel, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. David Oxley, would you like to lead us in the invocation? Okay. Pastor Brooks, you're welcome.
Shall we pray? Father God, we thank you, Lord, for this cold today that you allow us to come together for our Will County Board of Reserve District agenda. Bless this meeting on today, all of our commissioners, all of our Will County residents that take part in our Board of Reserve, and bless our officers, our Lord, thank you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Brooks. All right, we have no news media to introduce. Can I have a roll call, please?
Yes, you may, Madam President. Dean Schlottman. Van Dyne. Ogalla. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist. Balich. Richmond. Oxley. Williams. Brooks. Winfrey. Bullock. Logan. Freeman is present. Revis. Mitchell. Berkowitz. Hickey. Costa. Trainier. And President Ortiz.
President.
You have 20 present.
Thank you. All right, next is the presentation of certificate of mailing and the certificate of publication. All right, thank you very much. Approval of the minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes for January 9th, 2025? Motion by Ogalla, second by Balich. Can I get a roll call, please?
Yes, you may. Dean Schlottman. Van Dyne. Ogalla. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist. Balich. Richmond. Oxley. Williams. Brooks. Winfrey. Bullock. Logan. Freeman is a yes. Revis. Mitchell. Berkowitz. Hickey. Costa. Trainier. Madam President,
Yes.
you have 20 in the affirmative.
20 in the affirmative, the motion carries. Thank you very much. Next, we have the treasurer's report. Chair Newquist. Or no, I'm sorry. Ms. Berkowitz.
Good morning. Before I place the treasurer's report on file, I have a few brief comments to make. Revenues. The January 31st, 2025 operating statements indicate the district's corporate fund has collected $137,837 in total revenues, which includes approximately $78,538 in replacement taxes and nearly $30,631 in licenses and permit fees. The remaining balance is attributable to other miscellaneous income. Expenditures. The district has incurred approximately $1.40 million of expenditures for the period ending January 31st, 2025. Approximately $852,000 of these expenditures are personnel costs. The district has experienced a net operating loss of just over $1.23 million year-to-date. Unless there are any questions, I will move to place the treasurer's report on file.
Thank you.
Second, Van Dyne.
All right, motion by Berkowitz, seconded by Van Dyne. Can I get a previous? Previous roll by Newquist, Second by Brooks. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Next, we have the presentation of awards. The Nature Foundation of Will County. Tara Neff.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me here. My name is Tara Neff, and I'm the Executive Director of the Nature Foundation of Will County. And our mission is to create a legacy of giving that supports and celebrates the preservation, conservation, and education and recreation priorities of the Forest Preserve District of Will County in perpetuity. Our community of donors and supporters includes corporations, foundations, and individuals, and our 501c3 status provides certain tax incentives for donors and allows the Nature Foundation to apply for funding opportunities for which the Forest Preserve District is not eligible. We're here today to highlight a few of the district's priorities that we're supporting. If you weren't aware already, spending time outside is good for your physical and mental health. And research shows that children who learn and play outdoors are happier, healthier, more attentive, less anxious, than children who spend more time indoors. To help support outdoor nature education, the Nature Foundation's donors provided $5,000, which was matched by our partners at Pembina Pipeline Corporation. And Pembina provided an additional $5,000 to the district's Connecting Kids with Nature bus scholarship program, which aims to help Title I schools reduce or remove the transportation costs for field trips, making outdoor educational experiences accessible to more students. Our donors have also provided $2,000 to help provide food, housing, and healthcare for the district's animal ambassadors. Each of the visitor centers has one or more ambassadors on hand to help visitors connect with and maybe fall in love with them, thereby instilling a love and commitment to fostering and caring for their natural environments. Speaking of nature, the district's conservation department works year-round, sometimes in terrible weather, to implement strategies that improve the health of our communities by restoring our protected natural areas, some of which are home to Illinois' rarest species. The Nature Foundation donors added $5,000 to the Restore Will County Small Grant Program, which helps the district's volunteer site stewards obtain the education, equipment, and supplies they need to carry out invasive species removal and improve wildlife habitat. But why stop there? The Conservation Department also has access to $25,000 each year over an approximately 10-year period to enhance their restoration activities at the 891-acre Goodnow Grove Nature Preserve in Crete Township. This was made possible thanks to Jan Heidemann, who made the important and impactful decision to include the Nature Foundation in her estate plans as a way to take care of a place that she loved. Jan Heidemann is a founding member of the Nature Foundation's Legacy Society, which was created in 2020 to accept and recognize individuals who include the Nature Foundation in their trust, will, through charitable designations, or in their estate plans. So thank you to Jan Heidemann. Finally, fire is a hot topic. Recent events serve as reminders of the importance of responsible and land management practices like prescribed burns. That's why the U.S. Forest Service changed their Smokey Bear logo in 2001 from "Only you can prevent forest fires" to "Only you can prevent wildfires." Until March 2nd, the district is showing Rudy Wendelin's Smokey Bear artwork at 4 sites: Four Rivers Environmental Education Center in Shanahan, Isle Allagash Museum in Romeoville, Plum Creek Nature Center in Beecher, and the Salt Creek Administration Center in Joliet. You can be sure to stop by one or all 4 of the sites, or if you're feeling up to a challenge or you just love light refreshments and history, you can stop by the Smokey Bear Trivia Night at Isle Allagash Museum on Thursday, February 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. The Nature Foundation's donors have supported this traveling exhibit's additional ancillary programs by providing $1,800. That's all we have for today, but we'll be back in a few more months to share more of how the Nature Foundation is supporting Forest Preserve District improvements. And now, with the help of our ex officio directors, I'd like to present this check to the Forest Preserve District in the amount of $48,800. Oh, Glenn's gonna be mad.
All right, thank you so much, Tara Neff, for that wonderful presentation. Moving on to petitions from the public.
Yes, I have a number of those. Just get to that screen. First off, a note from Jean Olzoy. It says, vote no on this issue for landscaping services. Tammy Del Filippo. Vote no on the contract for landscaping services. John Garcia. Please vote no on this, council members. This is absolutely not needed with the current staff members and volunteers. John and Bonnie Garcia. Next, Mrs. Haskins. This email is pertaining to the landscaping contract for the Will County Forest Preserve, which is not a good idea because the money is not benefiting Will County and our tax dollars are already extremely high. Please vote no. The next is from, excuse me a second while I move this. Someone BVG 1105 says absolutely vote no. Sneh Jawar, money should be used to clean the Rock Run Creek. This was almost dried up last year since water was not flowing. Christopher Trombley, vote no on the landscape spending. You are wasting our money. Maria, no landscape BS. Will County already abuses its homeowners with water bills that are ridiculous, blatant, embarrassing, and wrong. No landscaping BS for the benefit of others. Sherry Haralambopoulos, I want the record to show I am opposed to this. Janine Jackson, vote no to the $142 million landscaping contract. There is sufficient staff to complete this project and definitely doesn't need to go to a consultation group. Leslie Knafik, I vote no regarding issuing a $142,000 contract to Stantec for landscaping services. Use the Will County in-house groundskeepers that are already on staff. Joy Toma, hello, I'm writing you to please vote no on the $142,000 that is supposed to be for Will County Forest Preserve. There is a great concern that a Canadian group would be in control of this money. It is also my understanding there has been past money mishandling. Please consider voting no. From Curtis Haley, as a resident, I am concerned that Will County will continue to abuse taxpayer dollars. As taxes rise, many will leave, including myself and my family. Oh boy, this one's a long one. This is from Andrew Corrales. Stantec Consulting Services get $142,000 a year. Sign me up. Sounds like a great gig, and I bet they don't even get their fingernails dirty either, do they? They're not even here in Will County or Illinois or the United States. Sounds like a bigger than pork barrel politics in action here. You already have 70 plus staff members, which include horticultural specialists with the native flora and fauna local species, an expert ground crew already on staff. Why would you need to send American tax dollars to a Canadian consulting firm? Facilities maintenance, another waste of fraud and abuse. What's going on here really? Are we expecting manicured lawns throughout all of Will County parks and facilities to rival the White House's lawn crews' elite status? You want to spruce up the visitor centers or build new ones? You could probably just utilize Will County road crew personnel 1 day a week to supplement the crews if needed. And since they're already on the payroll along with their supervisors, you could expect good to excellent results. Use the staff specialists and personnel we already have here to stop the bleeding and stop bleeding the taxpayers dry. Enough is enough. Teresa Melendez, no. Ruben Robles, vote no to borrow $142,000 for landscaping. Megan Young, I'm opposed to passing a $142,000 contract for landscaping services at our visitor centers, as well as the company in Edmonton, Canada, who will receive my tax dollars for this service. I am a Will County resident, and I am completely not okay with this passing. Please do the right thing and vote no. Tom Kenny. Gotta move a screen here. There's no note. Yeah, it's just Tom Kenny. Vote no. Opposed to abuse of public funds. I'm opposed to millions being spent when we have 70 full-time staff ready to work. Judy LaFevers. Carol Monsoon, please vote no on the Forest Preserve's $142,000 landscaping contract. Thank you, a concerned taxpayer. Pat, no for the landscaping contract. D. Bacher, please vote no. The Will County Forest Preserve, which has demonstrated a pattern of abusing taxpayer dollars, is looking to approve a $142,000 contract tomorrow for landscaping services at our visitor facilities. Nancy Valera, please do the right thing and vote no on this landscaping that will take place with the Forest Preserve. We already pay for several full-time workers, specialists in this area, and this does not justify this type of payment to even local companies, yet alone a foreign company. We have plenty of specialists on the payroll currently. Please vote no. Jack Fossler, vote no to the $141,851 contract. Stop wasting taxpayer money. Make the city workers do the landscaping. Kimberly Busek, on the outrageous visitor center landscaping spend, vote no. Barb Powers, vote no on February 13th to have Stantec Consulting Services Incorporated do landscaping work on our Will County buildings. Enough wasteful spending. Robert Knudsen, please say no to the request for the Forest Preserve to hike taxes for a firm in Canada. Our people can do just as good a job as Canadians can at a lower cost. Lynn Robel, no to Will County Forest Preserve project, vote no. Jennifer Belonga Barak, our taxes are high enough, vote no. Mike LaRocco, I vote no. Jerry Blank, please vote no for the park money. Robert Harris Jr., what is wrong with the current maintenance and landscape team that we already have on staff? There's no need to spend extra money on outside sources. Laura McCarthy, approve the landscaping contract for the Forest Preserve. Once again, Mark Revis is working against what is best for Will County and for our forest preserves. Mark thinks of staff of 70 people is enough to maintain more than 6,300 acres plus all of the buildings. He thinks volunteers can do the rest. He thinks volunteers can do the rest, even though he has never volunteered, not once at the Forest Preserve. Please approve the contract for third-party professional services to maintain outstanding preserves, and please remove Mark from any committee related to the Forest Preserves. He obviously doesn't care about the property. BLKWKSRUL, no. You can have this one. Got a long one.
From Arch V, I vote no on your scam. I'm so unimpressed by your tax laws and propositions. Seriously, at this point, you're better off giving entire government to ChatGPT, and it will run things a lot more efficiently and great without corporate and human greed, without lining your pockets with freely given money by people. Since when does Illinois stop caring about the voice of people? You basically directly and objectively show the truth that you literally don't care about anyone, just yourself and your security in the jobs that you guys assume. It's a disgrace and disrespectful to all people who represent the Constitution and are supposed to be in office to protect it. And what are you doing? Just stealing money free handed and staying in your comfortable positions like the lazy people that you are. It's shameful, and you should really consider changing job positions like to a less meaningful one so you can be shitty at those positions, not where it truly matters to make a difference for God's sake. And we, for the first time in our lives, could really push boundaries of comfortable complacency with the power of ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, Grok, and other AI systems that's more human than you guys. It's effing, they spelled it out, crazy that I live in a time where a digital consciousness is capable of more heart than the humans themselves. It's the biggest insult to human family that you guys could even effing consider doing. I'm extremely furious and angry with all of you running the country selfishly. You don't give anything back, just keep taking more and did bare minimum. And I deserve the effing right to say my opinion in this email. Like you reached the bare minimum of how unimpressed I could be by all of your actions and your job choices and decisions and running the government and the country, especially a single state like Illinois, who's always on the borderline of default and charging us taxes for cannabis out the ASS. I don't know how much you guys want me to swear. Like no other state in the world, and still defaulting. You guys really need to get your shit together. I don't care who the F this offends. I'm free citizen of America and naturalized as a Lithuanian. Don't tell me I care more about the longevity of this country than you yourselves do. That's a slap to the face of Constitution and the slap to our founding forefathers. Disgusting and disrespectful to the highest degree. This is treason. I'm sorry if this upsets anyone, but like the indifference by humanity that's constantly displayed by the people in power, I'm sick of it and finally reached the point where I'm just communicatively upset by everything you guys do wrong. So that's it. Those are my 2 cents. I hope you actually grow a little bit from the infancy of the intellect that you guys carry. Arch V.
What's the name?
Arch, ARCHV, capital V. No, just the email address. From Zahir Sufai. Hi, I detest this proposal to raise property tax again. This will be second consecutive raise in tax while inflation hasn't come down and income remains the same. Please do not vote yes. My vote is no. From Tammy Bandy, 142,000 for landscaping. Seriously, we have employees that are already able to do this. From Sharon and Jim Sullivan, as a Will County taxpayer, 60586, I strongly urge a no vote to any forest preserve tax increase. From Lisa, I vote no. Quit wasting taxpayer dollars on BS contracts for Stantec to do forest preserve cleanup. Get people that are already on your payroll to do the cleanup. From Kelly Ranky, stop raising our taxes in Will County. Enough is enough. Stop creating excuses for everything being needed when it is not. From, oh, these are old.
That was all that we had.
All right, thank you. Do we have any petitions from the public in person here today? Petitions from the public? Seeing none. Commissioner Trainier, you would like to say something?
I would. This is a reason why we shouldn't take public comment and that is written to us and read it out loud. People would not speak with those words if they were here in person. If I start to read an offensive email, I can disregard it. Instead, I had to listen to it, and our staff had to read it.
Thank you so much. The attorney has asked if we can hold our comments to Commissioner's comments section of the agenda. Thank you. All right, moving on to Finance Committee, Chair Newquist.
Good morning, everybody. First up is the schedule of bills for $2,183,220.94, and I move to approve.
Motion by Newquist, seconded by Winfrey. Can we get a roll call vote because we have a Commissioner Bullock who has been added to the roll?
Yes, you may. I was just trying to find out where I was, sorry.
Thank you.
Taking notes. Katie Dean Schlotman. Yes. Van Dyne. Yes. Gogala. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist.
Yes.
Balich. Richmond. Oxley. Williams. Brooks.
Yes.
Winfrey. Bullock.
Yes.
Logan. Freeman is a yes. Revis. Mitchell. Berkowitz. Hickey.
Yes.
Costa. Trainier. And Madam President,
Yes.
you have 21.
Thank you so much.
In the affirmative.
All right. Next, we have the schedule of bills, Chair Newquist.
Okay, so there is no old business. New business. So number one, and just let me say that all of these were approved unanimously by the committee. Approval of ordinance number 676, amending the 2024 budget and appropriation ordinance number 659 for the corporate fund, Fund 10, to properly reflect its budget balance, and I so move.
Motion by Newquist. Second by Dean Schlotman. Previous roll, Winfrey.
Second, Hickey.
Seconded by Hickey. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number two, award of contract in the amount of $205,917.30 to Arneson Oil Company of Sheridan, Illinois for the 2025 vehicle fuel contract, and I so move.
Motion by Newquist, seconded by Revis. Previous by Winfrey, seconded by Brooks. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number three, approval of resolution number 25-01, authorizing the acquisition of parcel SU1.2A in the Sugar Creek watershed, and I so move.
Motion by Newquist, seconded by Winfrey. Previous Ogala. Seconded by Costa. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number 4, approval of resolution number 25-02, authorizing the acquisition of parcel HCPXA1 in the Hickory Creek watershed, and I so move.
Motion by Newquist. Second by Winfrey. Previous by Berkowitz. Second by Ogala. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
We've got a number of reports attached, and then the next meeting date will be Thursday, March 6th, 2025, immediately following the Operations Committee meeting, but no earlier than 9:15 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Newquist. Moving on to the Operations Committee, Chair Dean Schlottman.
Good morning, Madam President. We have a few items to vote on today. Number 1 is the award of contracts in the amount of $368,825.30 to HGS LLC DDA Residential Environmental Operating Company LLC of Chicago, Illinois. $490,937.10 to Integrated Lakes Management Incorporation of Waukegan, Illinois. $398,852.90 to National Resource Management Incorporation of Beecher, Illinois, and $510,465,089 to Semperfi Land Services of Yorkville, Illinois for 2025 ecological management contracts. And I so move.
All right, motion by Dean Schlottman. Just for the record, though, it is $386,825.30 at the HDS. No, you're fine. All right, so motion by Dean Schlottman, seconded by Brooks. Previous by Winfrey, seconded by Ogala. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number 2, award of contract in the amount of $36,870 to Monroe Truck Equipment Incorporated of Joliet, Illinois to purchase and install 2 F-350 dump body uplifts. And I so move.
Motion by Dean Schlottman, seconded by Berkowitz. Previous roll by Newquist, seconded by Costa. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number 3, approval of resolution 2503, authorizing a staffing agreement between the Nature Foundation of Will County and the Forest Preserve District of Will County. And I so move.
Motion by Dean Schlottman. Seconded by Ogala, previous by Berkowitz. Second by Hickey. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number 4, approval of resolution number 2504, authorizing a trail establishment and maintenance agreement between the Forest Preserve District of Will County and the Chicago Area Mountain Bikers.
Motion by Dean Schlottman, second by Revis. Previous by Oxley, second by Balich. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And number 5, approve renewal of contract in the amount of $141,851.60 to Stanek Consulting Services for 2025 campus facility maintenance.
Discussion?
All right, can we get a motion and a second? Motion by Costa, second by Berkowitz. Discussion?
Thank you. So I think this is a prime example of the wasteful spending that has led to the Forest Preserve costing taxpayers $22 million a year. These are basic landscaping services such as weeding, pruning, seasonal clean out, all of which could be addressed in-house by our 70 maintenance and operations workers, our top team of naturalists who have extensive knowledge on the native species to our Will County Forest Preserves, and not to mention our team of devoted volunteers that are ready to mobilize at a moment's notice. But really of most concern for me is when I asked about this committee, our executive director indicated that we failed miserably at this when we tried it in the past, and it was better to, quote, return the money to the local economy. Well, I did some research and I learned that Stantec Consulting, Inc. is a publicly traded company that is headquartered in Stantec Tower. They have their own tower in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So I understand that this is likely going to pass despite the residents 36-2 reaching out in opposition to this. But I would like to make a motion to edit our agenda to include, rather than Moni, Illinois, to say Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
All right, so we have a motion and a second.
Discussion.
Discussion.
There's a vote on the, or there's discussion on this and then a vote on the amendment, not a vote on the approval of the contract.
All right, so discussion on the amendment.
Yes.
Commissioner Newquist.
Yeah, I mean, there is a Moni office for this company, and it does employ people in my district. So contrary to what people might think, there's many, many international companies that have local presences, and the money does flow back into the local economy. So I will not be in favor of making that change, and I am totally in favor of passing this amendment. Thank you. I mean, totally in favor of passing the contract. Thank you.
Commissioner Bullock.
Just to clarify, you do not have people coming from Canada to do the work on your forest preserves?
No, we do not.
Thank you.
Commissioner Van Dyne.
I just want to thank Member Commissioner Newquist for her comments, and there's absolutely no way that I would vote for this amendment. I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
Commissioner Berkowitz.
Thank you. So this is a global company, obviously, but they have operations here in Moni. And that adds to our economy. It provides jobs, and I don't see the purpose in amending this item. This is, I don't know what the purpose of that would be and what the intent is. But I also want to comment in respect to the reference to volunteers. We cannot bring in volunteers to do this type of work. It just is not possible. So this is a service that's better off done. If we have to hire those people, we will then incur the personnel costs and everything associated with that. That includes benefits, that includes insurance and whatever benefits that they get. That cost at the end of the day is going to create a greater burden, financial burden on the forest preserve than it would be to work with this company that has the resources and the ability to get the job done and take that off of our hands so we can focus on being the best we can be at the forest preserve and not dilute, go into services that don't really suit or use our time productively. So I will not support this amendment, and I also do support the contract. Thank you.
Commissioner Revis.
I just want to confirm, actually, this is for the discussion on the amendment, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I'll hold till the other, or the next discussion.
Okay.
Thank you.
Commissioner Pretzel.
So most of you know I own and operate cookie bakeries around Will County. And occasionally I'll read social media comments or hear from people about, I choose to spend my money with a local bakery. And I look at my wife and I say, they just don't understand that even though this is a franchise located in Salt Lake City, Utah, it is locally owned and operated by a small business owner. And I think sometimes, we muddy the waters with things like that. And I agree with some of the comments I heard from Member Newquist, Van Dyne. It is a local company, even though they may have a headquarters in another country, and a percentage probably does go back to them, but that doesn't mean that it's not a local company with local workers. So I won't be supporting the amendment.
Commissioner Ogala, did you have a comment?
I just was going to ask, but it was not related to this amendment was the issue. This is just a renewal of a contract. How many years have we worked with this company?
Just one.
Oh, just one. And which we do typically do renewal for two, right? That's what the contract is when we set it up the first time.
Right. It's a 1-year contract with a 1-year renewal pending their performance.
Right. That's what we typically do. And after this, then you would go out again for requests for bids, right?
That's correct.
Thank you.
Commissioner Hickey?
Thank you. Just to clarify, this company has not moved its headquarters, but it has a whole tower, right? It's been headquartered there for some time in
Yes.
Canada? Okay.
I can't speak to Stantec in Canada.
Okay, okay. This same company was awarded a contract in December 14th of 2023 and the amount of $137,720. There were 20 votes in the affirmative for that, and Member Revis was included. So there were no negative votes. It was just 2 people were absent. So I'm really against this amendment. I think it's kind of silly and a waste of our time. So thank you.
Commissioner Bullock?
Just didn't turn off, sorry.
No worries. Commissioner Ogala, did you have something to add?
I do. Thank you so much. I just want everyone to be aware of the fact that when you vote on something, you always have the opportunity to change your mind and vote differently a second time. Just because you voted for something prior, you might have learned something different, which causes you to vote differently the next time. So that is kind of irrelevant. If you voted in the past one way, you might change your mind in the future, as everybody has the right to do here in America. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your comments. With that, can I please have a roll call vote? And this is on the motion to amend to add the Canada.
So this is a vote on P5, the rewording of Mokina to Canada.
Moni.
Moni, sorry. Dean Schlotman.
Yeah.
Van Dyne. Ogala. Pretzel.
No.
Butler.
Yes.
Newquist. Balich. Richmond. Oxley.
Yes.
Williams. Brooks.
No.
Winfrey. Bullock. Logan. Freeman is a no. Revis.
Yes.
Mitchell. Berkowitz. Hickey. Costa. Trainier. President Ortiz.
No.
We have 4 in the positive, 17 in the negative.
17 in the negative, the motion fails. Now we go back to the original motion to approve the renewal of the contract.
It's, motion's already been made and seconded.
Discussion, part 2.
But yeah, the motion's already been made and seconded, so we're in discussion.
Commissioner Revis?
I just wanted to address some of the comments about volunteers. Ralph, can you confirm that we've used volunteers to conduct cleanup at our forest preserves in the past? I remember Martin Luther King Junior Day, I think it was last year. There were plans to do that?
Yeah, we organize a work day on Martin Luther King Day of Service. And those volunteers pick up trash, and then they also do some invasive species control.
Okay, thank you. So it's not a foreign concept for, volunteers to conduct, some sort of maintenance at our facilities?
Yes, that would be, because we don't use volunteers for maintenance of our facility landscapes.
What would the Martin Luther King have Junior Day then been if they were at the forest preserve conducting cleanup and?
There's a difference between a facility and a forest preserve. Forest Preserve, there's 23,000 acres of them out there. So when we say picking up trash, you could be walking along a roadside. A facility is a distinct building. There's 6 of them across the county, and they're designed for our visitor services.
Got it. I would ask these through email, but you didn't reply. So, I guess that's why I'm asking now. So
That's fine.
yeah.
Commissioner Costa?
Thank you. I want to congratulate our Commissioner Revis here for organizing folks on Nextdoor to submit their comments. I think that takes a lot of effort, but it also requires good information so that those that are publicly providing their input can be informed and educated. And I think that our Forest Preserve does an excellent job of giving sound and true quality information to our residents so that we can enjoy the forest preserves here. Frankly, I think $142,000 for the additional landscaping support is a steal. I live in less than an acre. I have almost 100 trees on my property. Over the course of maybe 20 weeks in a year, I pay $35 a week for lawn service to get done, where a crew of anywhere between 3 to 5 people come out to service my less than 1 acre property. If you multiply that over the approximately 20 weeks, I'm spending $700 to maybe $1,000 a year on lawn services. You multiply that by 23,000 acres, we're looking at $16 to $17 million. I'm a vote yes on this, and I think everybody should be too.
Commissioner Van Dyne, did you have any comments that you wanted to add?
I was going to wait for public or commissioner comments, but since it was going to relate to this topic.
Okay.
And I do agree with Commissioner Costa. I hear these emails that come in and the information that they were given is completely inaccurate. I hear $142 million contract, which is missed, they missed by a zero. And I don't know if it's their fault or the person that's actually trying to reach out to these folks to try to stir the pot. I've heard that city workers are going to be doing a landscape. I don't know what city is going to provide these workers to do the landscaping. I've also heard that county workers are going to be doing the work. I believe the county is separate from the Forest Preserve. These emails would never have been sent if it was not for a commissioner that's trying to go out and stir the pot. Excuse me, I have the microphone.
What's the point of order? It is. An attorney says yes. You may.
Yeah, the comments are referred to this exact item on the agenda, so I believe I'm germane, if that's the term that I should use. As I was saying, my goal is, and I know this is the Forest Preserve, but my goal is, as the Speaker of the County Board, is to try to get this board to actually work together and not reach out to the public and try to get them to work against us when we're trying to do something right for the Forest Preserve and for the County of Will. I think this is the wrong approach, and I feel sorry for these folks that were interrupted in their day to try to reach out to us with these nonsense emails. The information was incorrect, and I will support this item on this agenda. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Commissioner Berkowitz.
Thank you, President Ortiz. So I would encourage my fellow commissioners, if you've got a comment or a concern, reach out and talk to the other people on the board. Unfortunately, I did see the postings on not only Nextdoor, but also Instagram. And the problem was they didn't have the accurate details and the accurate facts. And I would welcome you, I would welcome Commissioner Revis to sit down with
Commissioner
Ralph.
Berkowitz. Commissioner Berkowitz, if you could keep it limited to the motion, which is.
Sure, I will.
Contract.
I will
Thank
do
you.
that. Thank you. But when we do not put out the facts and the complete details, then we have miscommunication. And this particular contract involves a large scope of work. There's 6 facilities in this contract, a lot of acreage, and they're just not doing landscaping. They are working with native plantings. So I think if we just stay focused on the details and the scope of the work, then perhaps I've determined that this is reasonable, and I will be supporting this. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name was invoked. I would like to respond. Twice it was invoked.
Okay. We have a motion to call the question.
You didn't call on him.
You recognize whoever you.
Okay. Okay. Commissioner O'Gallo?
Thank you. So I just wanted to say a couple things. One, I believe every county commissioner has the opportunity to go to whatever social media platform, talk to their neighbors, have a meeting about a situation. They have the right to do that. They have the right to organize that group of people to come forward and speak on something that they don't support and something that obviously these 36 people did not support. They have the right to do it. Things get twisted all the time, lost in translation. You cannot make a person in the public understand everything that we're doing all the time. So that's kind of something that we should do as board members, is make the community aware of what's going on, especially if we don't like it, to get support from the community for that. Both sides of the aisle have done that, not at Forest Preserve ever, bringing in county board. You have had people come here many times and speak before this board and say bad, nasty things up at the mic. So let's stop that. I agree with Joe. Let's try and work together, because it doesn't want to happen. We want to play this political card all the time on a regular basis, and now we're bringing it in here. Commissioner Revis has the right to do this. What he's put on Nextdoor, I don't know. I'm not on Nextdoor, so I don't know what it is. But he has that right. He has the opportunity to do that. He can make the motion to make the change. Whether we support it or not is up to the rest of us. But that is his right as a commissioner to do that. And I just want to also clarify that you have to be called on by the president of the Forest Preserve to make the motion to call the question. You can't just shout it out from your seat. Even though you might feel that way, you just can't do it. So thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Oxley?
I think the confusion here is, and a lot of people have the question of, why isn't our staff doing this job? That's the biggest confusion here. And we all need to work together, and everyone has the right to their opinion. We should respect their opinion, whether you agree with it or not.
Thank you. Commissioner Bullock?
I call the question, please.
All right, we have a motion to call the question. Do we have a second? Second by Winfrey. Can we get a roll call, please?
So this is we are taking roll call on P5, the business contract.
We're taking a roll call just to call the question.
Oh, to call a question. Sorry, got to change things. Calling the question. Dean Schlotman. Van Dyne. Ogalla. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist. Malich. Richmond. I'm sorry. Yes. Oxley. We're just calling the question. Calling the question.
That
Williams. Brooks.
Yeah.
Winfrey. Bullock.
Yes.
Logan. Freeman is a yes. Revis. Mitchell, still absent. Berkowitz. Hickey. Costa. Trainier. And President Ortiz.
Yes.
Sixteen in the affirmative. And 5 in the negative. 16 in the affirmative, 5 in the negative.
All right, with 16 in the affirmative, the motion to call the question carries. We will now be voting to approve the renewal of the contract in the amount of $141,851.60 to Stan Tech Consulting Services for 2025 campus facility maintenance. Can I get a roll call vote, please?
Dean Schlottman. Van Dyne. Ogalla. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist. Balich. Richmond. Oxley. Williams. Brooks. Winfrey. Bullock. Logan. Freeman is a yes. Revis. Mitchell is still absent. Berkowitz. Hickey. Costa. Trainier. And President Ortiz.
Yes.
It's 19, 20, 19, 19 in the affirmative, 2 in the negative.
All right, with 19 in the affirmative, the motion carries. Back to you, Chair Schlottman.
There are some reports for the, that can be read at your leisure. And with that, the next meeting will be on March 6th, right here at the Will County Office Building at 9 a.m.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
All right, moving on to the ad hoc committee, Chair Brooks.
Good morning, Madam President, ladies and gentlemen. We did not have a meeting in the month of February. However, everyone that's on the ad hoc committee, we will need a meeting for Thursday, March 6th at 9:30 after both the committee meetings. Ad hoc, please stick around March 6th. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair Brooks. All right, moving on to business. Does anyone have any business they would like to bring forward? Okay, sorry about that. All right, no need for executive session. No actions, comments by the public? All right, please make your way up to the podium, please. State your name before your comments.
My name's Jim Hertz from Frankfurt. I just want to express my appreciation for everybody on the board and the Forest Preserve staff of reaching a resolution for Canberra to maintain the trails. We think this will be a very positive addition to the Forest Preserve. Also on January 2nd, Carlene spoke on behalf of the Flatlanders Ultra Marathon Group. She asked me to express appreciation too, also to the board and the staff for reaching this agreement on behalf of the ultra runners. Thank you very much.
My name is Jeffrey Lamort. I'll be brief since you've had a busy day today. I have been appointed the trail director for Will County, so I just want to thank you also to Ralph and Tracy in particular, because I've dealt with you primarily, and to the rest of the group and the board in particular. I just want to share our commitment on behalf of Canberra that we will be looking to provide enjoyment for the people, safety for the people, and to no lesser degree, preservation of the land. We promise that and look forward to working with you.
Thank you so much. Are there any other comments by the public? Comments by the public? No comments by the public. All right. Moving on to comments by the executive director.
I have just A couple. First of all, I wanted to make you aware, and I think you all probably got a calendar invite for this, but Mammal Madness is another one of our programs out at Four Rivers, or events out at Four Rivers Environmental Education Center. That is March the 1st from 11 to 3 o'clock. Very family friendly. Second, you all got one of these, which is our budget book, on your desk this morning. Pretty much everything in here will tell you everything there is to know about the Forest Preserve District. And if you didn't find it in here, just give me a call and I'll help you out. That's it.
Thank you so much. Moving on to comments by commissioners. Go ahead.
Good morning. At the end of last month, we were allowed to go to an IAPD, which is the Illinois Association of Park Districts Conference. There were a lot of good sessions this year. I attended one on what should be included in a board manual. I learned about how to be a better leader. There were just several good sessions, and I didn't do a very good job going back and looking up through my notes, but I went to so many back to back. My favorite one by far was the piano bar speaker, explaining how being a piano bar player is not so much about what am I trying to get out of the day, but what am I wanting you to get out of the day? And I think that's very relevant to our forest preserve. We don't look at it as what we want to see happen. We see it as what does the community need and what do they want to experience? Because that's what it's all about. It's the experience. And it was just a really good session. So thank you for allowing me to go.
Thank you for sharing, Secretary Freeman. Commissioner Van Dyne, did you have a comment? All right, Commissioner Pretzel.
Thank you. So I was going to actually make this comment at our full board meeting, county board meeting next week, but it came up today. So I figured I'll start here. And this may surprise you, but I actually want to say I agree with Commissioner Trainier on her comment that she made earlier about these emails. So I don't know where along the way this board started reading every email that we get into public comment, but I actually find it super inefficient and I think it's gotten out of control. I'm not looking for, I'm not attempting here to keep the public from giving us their opinion, but they do in fact send these emails to us. And if not, they send them to staff who can send them to us. And then we have the opportunity to read them. But for us to sit here month after month and read every email that comes in while all of our staff members are sitting here, while we're all sitting here, while attorneys are getting paid by the hour to sit here, I find it extremely inefficient, counterproductive. So I would like to ask leadership to look at changing our rules or whatever we need to do to change that process. I mean, if you consider yourself a fiscal conservative board member, which I know we all say we are, at least most of us, is it really a good idea to have all of our land use staff month after month, meeting after meeting, and all of our other staff members that come here that have important work to do and sit through us arguing over emails and listening to our staff read dozens, if not hundreds of emails into the record? So I'm asking leadership to look at this. I know it may not be popular with some of you, but I don't care. I think it's time for change. So, thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Commissioner Trainier?
Yes, thank you, Commissioner Pretzel. I agree. And just for everyone's information, this started with COVID. We never read emails before COVID. This happened because the public could not physically attend a meeting. And so that's where this policy came from. And I can't agree more. But what I wanted to comment on was the Illinois Association of Park Districts Conference and how much I enjoyed the presentation, and I know I'm going to say this wrong, on Pachacachas. You show I can't even remember how many slides, and you talk about each slide for 20 seconds. Anyway, it's like a 6-minute presentation on a particular topic of interest to you. And this program has been around for a very long time, but Bolingbrook took the lead in setting up one at our park district. And I think we've done 2 years now, the annual Pachakacha, or however you say that word. And it's really fascinating what you can learn in such a short period of time when a presenter is speaking about something that they really love, really care about, and in very short, succinct seconds and topics. So anyway, the whole conference was fabulous. Really enjoyed it, and I'm very glad that we get the opportunity to attend. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Commissioner Brooke, I'm sorry, mistake. Vice President O'Gala.
Thank you. I just wanted to comment about the emails as well. That did start during COVID, because we weren't even in with each other, able to be together during that time. And prior to that, we had always had the emails emailed to us and then connected as part of a packet from the minutes for that day. So I think that's what we should go back to. We didn't go back to it just to change the county board rules and possibly rules here as well. And so we'll look into doing that. Destiny and I will get together with Ralph and Tracy and make sure we get that done. But we don't want the public to think that we don't want to hear them. We do want to hear their comments. We will be reading their comments. And we do make decisions based upon information that is given to us from staff as well as what the public has to say. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Brooks.
Madam President, my comments, the same Frankie and Jackie, and now Judy followed up with, I think there ought to be some discussion about the emails. I think if Tracy had to sit here and read those words, then we ought to turn that room into a confession box. Because I don't think anybody should be forced, but I think we should read them in all privacy. But I think there ought to be something come back to ad hoc committee. We ought to be taking a look at it because they are very time consuming. And if you want to read those kind of words, you're welcome to do it, but they should never be read out loud. That's my comment. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Oxley.
I totally agree with the comments. Enough of the emails.
All right. Thank you. Commissioner Butler.
Well, I bet most of you could guess that I strongly disagree with pulling those emails out. While I don't like to listen to them and I don't like to hear, Tracy have to say bad words, I don't like to stifle any of the public opinion. And I think that they should be allowed. I wonder if open meetings requires them to be read. So there's other considerations here. But sometimes it can be inconvenient, but we are here to serve the public. And this is part of our job, is to listen to the public. And I never want to be part of a government that stifles the expression and the freedom of expression of the people.
All right. Thank you for your comments. Commissioner Hickey.
Thank you, President Ortiz. I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity to go to the IAPD conference, and I learned a lot. I went to a lot of things that are in reference to being a new board member, but I particularly enjoyed the presentations by our staff, and I think we should be very proud of how they conducted themselves and the esteem they clearly have from their colleagues. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other comments? Okay, seeing none, moving on. Appointments and comments by the president. I do want to just say that I agree with Commissioner Butler. I understand that it is very time consuming to sit here and listen to all of the emails being read, but I do think that it is convenient for members of the public to be able to write in and know that their voices are going to be heard, although they might not be able to attend in person. So I really do like that avenue. But I also did want to say that I am very pleased to see that there was an agreement between our Forest Preserve and Camber. I really like to see Mr. Hertz come back and thank our staff members because last month wasn't quite the same. So I really appreciate how fast you guys worked on that and came to an agreement. And I really do commend you for all of the nice job that you're doing. So thank you. We do have a few appointments to be made. So I am looking for a motion to recommend a hire for a real estate manager. All right, motion by Winfrey, second by Ogala. Is there any discussion? Ralph, would you like to speak to that?
Sure. So this is a position that we're refilling. So the individual who was in this position left the organization. And so this is a replacement hire, an existing position.
All right. I had a previous by Berkowitz, second by Newquist. All of those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have a recommendation to hire a director of finance.
Should have been a roll. Previous roll was 19.
I'm sorry. Can we go back and get a roll call vote so we get a clean roll?
Yes, you can. I was waiting. So this is for the appointment to hire a real estate manager, correct?
Yes.
Dean Schlottman. Van Dyne. Ogala. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist. Balich. Richmond. Oxley. Williams. Brooks. Winfrey. Bullock. Logan. Freeman is a yes. Revis. Mitchell is still absent. Berkowitz. Hickey. Costa. Trainier. And President Ortiz.
Yes.
We have 21 in the affirmative.
21 in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next, we have a recommendation to hire a director of finance. All right, motion by Newquist, second by Costa.
Discussion.
Discussion?
Yeah, I'm just looking on my agenda and I don't see number 3 listed on the agenda, the one that's public facing.
Okay, can we hold that comment until we get to the next? Is that okay? He's commenting about
Discussion.
number 3.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I thought I heard them say number 3. I
No, we're on
apologize.
number 2.
I apologize.
No, you're
Sorry.
fine. You're fine. Do we have any comments regarding item number 2 on the appointments? Commissioner
So
Rhodes?
this means if you appoint someone as a president, then the Forest Preserve Executive Director is permitted to then hire this person at whatever agreed upon wage was laid out or decided on. Is that accurate?
Is this for number 2 or number 3?
Number 2.
Number 2, yes, that's correct. So the way that we're set up, we have appointive personnel and administrative personnel. So I am the only appointive personnel, which the president would make the recommendation, and then it's a vote of the board. As far as administrative personnel follow, still just for transparency's sake, any position that we fill from outside the organization, so an individual coming in, that's brought to you for approval. And it's full-time, excuse me.
Commissioner Oxley?
So the director of finance is to fill an existing position?
Yes, that is going to be vacated April 1st.
Commissioner Trainier?
Why do I not have a number 3 on my agenda?
Oh, we're still on number 2.
I understand we're on number 2. I just wondered why I didn't have a number 3.
We had a previous roll by Commissioner Brooks. Do we have a second?
All right, we have a previous roll by Commissioner Brooks, second by Hickey. All of those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, so now we have a recommendation to appoint the incoming executive director. That would be Tracy Chapman.
Was this on the agenda that was posted?
If you, I'm sorry. Parliamentary inquiry. So if we're making a recommendation to appoint, it's not actually an action item, can we still do that? I mean, as long as you're not voting on it, I mean, you can still make a recommendation to appoint, couldn't you, or?
What you're voting on is approving the recommendation of the president to appoint. It's the president's power with the advice and consent of the board. It's her recommendation to appoint this person, therefore you're just approving that. Understood?
Okay, so if we're voting, it has to be on the agenda.
That's what I'm discussing right now. Thank you.
You're welcome. That was my parliamentary inquiry. Thank you.
All right. Just to address your parliamentary inquiry, yes, we will actually be moving this to next month's agenda so that we can make sure that we have it on the agenda for everybody to look over. So we will not be appointing the executive director, the incoming executive director this month. I'm sorry about that. Moving on. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Motion by Dean Schlotman, second by Ogala. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? All right, we are adjourned. Our executive committee is going to be in this room, so please stay in this room if you are looking to attend executive committee. Thank you.